What's up, crypto fam? David here. Hit the like button if you love Cardano. Now, hit the like button if you can't stand Cardano. Emotions run strong when talking about Cardano. And I'm not exactly sure why, but maybe it has something to do with the founder, Charles Hoskinson. Maybe it's the fact that it's taking what seems like forever to get this thing off the ground. Whatever the reasoning, it's obvious that Cardano is one of the most polarizing projects in the cryptocurrency industry, each side more passionate than the other. In this video, I'm going to give you my opinion on Cardano and remove that love-hate mentality and share facts to help answer some of the tough questions surrounding ADA, like, what's all the hype about? Can ADA supplant Ethereum? And can ADA get to $100 per token? Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and remember, nothing that's said during this video should be taken as financial advice. First, to quickly sum up Cardano, it's a pretty fast layer 1 smart contract platform and has a thriving NFT marketplace with a key focus on nation-state adoption. But what Cardano is probably most known for is its painfully slow rollout of key upgrades and overall adoption. With that being said, however, the methodical approach of test, experiment, test again, adjust, improve, and test again is what truly sets Cardano apart from the rest of the competition. We live in a world of get rich fast, with the norm of the new blockchain rollout going as follows: build, ICO, release, and then fix what breaks later. Albeit this ideology may keep the first round of investors temporarily satisfied, there is a growing graveyard of abandoned projects that simply broke or are unable to scale because of the code that was never properly vetted. And not to mention, the launch of quick, fast roadmap thing is one of the many easy indicators of scams and rug pulls. To truly answer the what's all the hype about question of Cardano, you have to understand so much more than just the underlying technology. Cardano is a vocal and passionate community with a large growing ecosystem, all spearheaded by one of the founding members of the second largest and most successful cryptocurrency, Ethereum. I could spend the entirety of this video giving you the full rundown of the founder, Charles Hoskinson, but in the interest of time, I'll highlight the important and pertinent stuff. So, who is this Hoskinson guy? The story begins in 2013 when Vitalik Buterin amassed his team to build Ethereum, which included the likes of Gavin Wood and Charles Hoskinson, but Charles only stayed on the ETH team for less than a year. In 2014, Charles hosted a TED Talk titled "The Future Will Be Decentralized."
Hi, I'm Charles Hoskinson, and I'd like today to talk a little bit about the future, namely the future given to us by something that can decentralize it. So I'm a mathematician, and as a mathematician, we like to do things like Venn diagram everything. We like to build our models. So let's break the world up into two buckets. Let's look at the banked and documented world, and let's look at the unbanked and undocumented world. So the green bucket has about 4 billion people living in it, in places like the United States, the European Union. And then we look at places like China, we look at places like India and Brazil, and we start moving into the unbanked and undocumented world, places like Sudan, places like Afghanistan. Well, what's the point? Well, the point is, if you were to look at every meaningful metric, from infant mortality to literacy rates, quality of life, it tends to get better with the more financial services and the more access to documentation that you tend to have.
If you haven't had the chance to watch this one, I've left a link to it below. Trust me, it's a good watch. Now, in the TED Talk, Charles lays out his ideal vision of what a decentralized layer 1 platform looks like in the future and how it could change the lives of the billions of people who lack representation in the world of finance and identification. And then, when they officially announced the launch of Cardano in 2015, to no one's surprise, the subject matter discussed in the TED Talk was the founding principles, roadmap, and vision for what would become Cardano. On the cover, he's a humble, outspoken, and very persuasive leader of Cardano. Charles doesn't bite his tongue when it comes to sensitive topics, and he has rallied his community to rise up against political and governmental policies that negatively impact the crypto space.
There's currently a Cold War going on, and I'd say in Washington, D.C. against cryptocurrencies by certain parties. And they've been tremendously successful at sneaking in certain bureaucrats into high positions of power and passing pieces of legislation like the infrastructure bill with catastrophically damaging language.
Charles's outspoken character and focus on hot button subjects is one of the main reasons behind the massive community that adores him. The sheer size of his obsessive community members can be easily measured in two ways. First, staking, in which over 70% of all ADA tokens are staked. And second, Charles's subscribers and followers on his social media channels. These numbers more or less represent the size of his hardcore community and what the haters of Cardano deem as his cult-like following. He has over 300,000 subscribers on YouTube and almost 1 million followers on Twitter. Not too shabby. Outside of the hype around Charles, one of the strongest principles that sets Cardano apart from their competition is their mission to empower the unbanked and to provide identity for people from areas that suffer difficulties with providing identification cards, medical, municipal, and educational records for its citizens. Cardano and Hoskinson supporters are extremely supportive of this vision and continue to tout it as game-changing and revolutionary. A majority of their focus has been in Africa, setting up several hubs within the continent. Cardano has partnered with World Mobile in Tanzania to offer wireless internet and mobile connectivity in areas which are lacking, allowing citizens the ability to plug into the Cardano network when the time comes.
What is the importance of digital ID? It's extremely important. If you think about the identity that we have right now, we're able to go to a bank with that identity, we're able to borrow, we're able to prove who we are with that identity. 3 billion people are without a bank, and most likely that is because they don't have identity. It's a hugely important position in the world mobile stack. You're able to take this identity with you, but you're able to own this identity. It's your identity. It's a self-governed identity. It's something that actually, eventually, we in the connected world will also want.
They've also teamed up with the Ministry of Education in Ethiopia to create a blockchain-based national ID and transcription service, helping the government and its citizens streamline information and make it easily accessible and immutable. Doing something that has never been done before brings in a lot of hype and a lot of doubt. It's up to Hoskinson and the Cardano team to fulfill this grand vision and bring the hype to fruition. The term Ethereum Killer should be trademarked and added to the dictionary. It seems that every time an ETH competitor starts to gain traction, the term Ethereum Killer makes its way into the narrative, and Cardano was no different. To be the best, you have to beat the best, right? Can Cardano beat the best? Are they the closest thing we have to an actual Ethereum killer? To answer this question, we need to look at what Cardano has done and what they're planning to do in the near future. After all, you don't just get into the ring with Muhammad Ali with no training and expect to win, right? What has Cardano done thus far? Let's start in September of 2021 with a transition from the Shelley era to the Goguen era, which brought the long-awaited implementation of smart contract capabilities to the Cardano network. Leading up to the upgrade, hype and speculation surrounding Cardano reached its peak, and so did the price of their native token ADA, reaching an all-time high of $3 a few short days prior to the launch. At the time of recording, Cardano has 72 operational dApps, with developer activity on the network pointing to a dApp explosion in the near future. In preparation for this explosion, the team announced in February of 2022 that they will be increasing the network's block size by 11%, going from 72 kilobytes to 80 kilobytes. In comparison, Ethereum has over 3,000 fully functioning dApps on the network, with 0 increases in block size. Now, to Ethereum's detriment, this has caused gas fees to skyrocket during times of network congestion, while Cardano's gas fees remained a fraction of what ETH users paid during similar conditions. As Cardano continues to grow behind the scenes, let's take a look at the biggest partnerships and announcements made by the team since Goguen went live. On September 24th, 2021, the team announced the integration of Chainlink to run the network oracles. Now, smart contracts are not operational without oracles, and by partnering with the gold standard of oracles, Cardano ensures that the accuracy of information fed into their ecosystem is ironclad. During the 2021 Cardano Summit in September, a partnership with Dish Network was announced. This first-of-its-kind collaboration aims to bring the world of global telecommunications and blockchain together, helping to create services for 20 million Dish TV and Boost Cellular subscribers. Sticking to their commitment to Africa, Emergo, which is Cardano's commercial arm, announced in October of 2021 that they had launched a $100 million fund to help 100 projects launch on Cardano. This fund is set to expand the adoption and secure the foothold Cardano has in Africa, while also giving opportunities to resource-starved countries and people who are looking to plug into the ADA ecosystem. The 2021 holiday season brought with it the most anticipated Cardano project launch, SundaeSwap. The testnet was rolled out in December of 2021, and a fully functioning beta version was launched on January 20th, 2022. SundaeSwap's launch wasn't flawless, as many, including myself, expected, with numerous failed transactions and day-long settlement times. With the mainnet yet to be launched, hope is these issues will be resolved. Arguably, the most important testnet on the Cardano network was launched during the same time SundaeSwap launched theirs, the AGIX ERC20 converter testnet. This converter will allow current ERC20 tokens to migrate to Cardano seamlessly, securely, and without the need to write new code. With the current network state of Ethereum and E2.0 still months, if not years away, Cardano has the capability to capitalize on the disdain many people have for the downfalls of the Ethereum network. The question is, will they? Now that you've met the ghost of Cardano past, allow me to introduce you to the ghost of Cardano future. 2022 will usher in the Basho era of the network, which focuses on scaling, the most notable scaling development being Hydra. Hydra is a layer 2 scaling solution that has been in development for a little over a year and is expected to roll out in the coming months. Hydra will make it possible for each stake pool operator to securely process transactions off-chain and then submit them on-chain. Each stake pool, aka Hydra Head, will be able to process 1,000 transactions per second. With over 3,000 stake pools, that's over 3 million transactions per second that can be done on the Cardano network. A few other important upgrades to come include pipelining, which will help achieve faster block propagation times, on-disk storage, allowing more of the protocol state to be saved on disk, reducing work required by nodes, sidechain development, and the introduction of Mithril. Mithril improves chain synchronization and provides multi-sig aggregation that's designed for security and efficiency. Oh, and I almost forgot. There's almost 1,000 projects currently building on Cardano, majority of them being in the NFT sector. Regardless of what sector these projects belong to have this many people building on your platform is a testament to the foundation, team, and vision of Cardano. So if we listen to the old saying, follow the money, we should feel confident that the best of Cardano is yet to come. Will Cardano supplant ETH as the #1 smart contract layer 1 in the space? The answer is maybe. Cardano is stuck between this don't rush it and don't take too long. If Charles and his team can settle somewhere in the middle, I would feel confident saying yes. Now, what everyone wants to know, can ADA see a $100 price tag? Answer me this first. When Amazon dropped to $6 after the dot-com bubble burst in 2001, did you ever think it would 600x? What allowed Amazon to stay in business and reach their all-time high of $3,700? It was a solid foundation, strong team, and a growing demand for their services. Now, let's apply the same parameters to Cardano. Solid foundation, one of, if not the most solid foundation in the entire space. Strong team, in Charles we trust. And finally, growing demand. The crypto industry is forecasted to reach over $32 trillion by 2027. Now, for ADA to hit $100, taking into account the 5% token inflation rate, a market cap of around $4.2 trillion would need to be reached. Can ADA secure a 12.5% market dominance if the projections are correct? And to put it into perspective, Ethereum's current market dominance is close to 20%. If Cardano can continue to build out their ecosystem, become widely adopted, and demand for their services continue to rise, there is zero doubt in my mind that ADA can easily reach $100. Please comment your thoughts on Cardano and whether you think $100 ADA is in the cards. I hope you guys enjoy the content. Don't forget to come check us out weekdays at 10:30 a.m. Vegas time for our live show. Until we meet again, peace.